We don't play it properly, Chess. We just play it as like a game of improv more than anything else. We don't play by the actual rules.
I've actually never played it before, so this will be interesting.
Rebels.
Well, the actual rules are kind of boring. But we have a backup plan, you know.
Yeah.
It comes down to it.
Where we run around screaming our heads off
Well,
in a game.
yeah. Funemployed. I'll try and explain. I'll just explain it now how I play it because I don't play it adhering to the rules. Okay. Basically, you'll have a deck with a bunch of jobs in it. Okay. There'll just be random jobs. They can be normal jobs. Like some of them are weird. It just varies. All right. Okay. And then you pick one person will pick a job from that. Okay. Two people will pick a job from that. Sorry. No, that's not how it works. Fuck, I've forgotten. No, it's not like that. Okay. So one person is the interviewer. Okay, one of us will be the interviewer for that round. Okay, and they will pick a card for a job with a job on it, and that will be the job that you're interviewing for. Okay, so I don't know, puppeteer. Okay, you're interviewing for a job of a puppeteer, and the other two people will have to do a job interview for the job of puppeteer, but they have to incorporate 3 cards that they draw from the trait pack. Okay, so it might be constantly fart all the time, and you have to like incorporate that into your interview as a plus. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So you have to like spin positivity into everything you draw from the trait pack. And some of them will be really handy. Some of them are positive traits. Some are negative traits. Some are like, all over the place. And then from those 3, you have to you flip the 3 cards as you go, so you don't know what they are before the interview. Like, so during it, you'll flip them one at a time, basically.
Okay, yeah.
It's been so long since I played Tabletop Simulator, so this will be
Give me a
half
minute.
of the fun. Everybody's just going to be us trying to remember
How
the
to
controls
fucking
for
use the
everything.
fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what I last played on here. And I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I had it installed for some reason.
Right. Give me a minute. It's still gonna take me like a few minutes to set up, but then I will invite you guys. Quite a lot of people requested this, which is weird.
It's not weird. I totally get it.
So I click create server, and then immediately,
Hey Dax, how you doing?
nothing happened.
Oh. Uh-oh. That sounds normal.
In fact, nothing is happening at all right now when I click that. That's weird. Why would that be, chat?
I'm sure it's fine.
We're doing Funemployed, Lucky.
Yeah. Last time we did golf games, there was a lot of salt. A great deal of it was mine.
To kill everyone.
I did, yes. That is, can confirm.
Give me a minute. Give me like a few minutes. I'm just trying to fix this problem I'm having. Technical difficulties. Oh my god. We have a backup game if this doesn't work, by the way.
We do. Yes, we do.
I found the one golf game that I'm good at.
That time.
And that was the vertiginous golf one. All the other ones I'm terrible at.
Okay, that worked. I can invite you guys now. I just had to restart my game for some reason. How do I invite you?
We're off to an amazing start.
Invite to game.
I have been invited. Check the Steam overlay.
I have been invited.
In fact,
as well.
I did.
I'm glad you agree, Lucky.
Yeah, we should try and do that, Bungie. Play more vertiginous golf. I think I still have that one installed. I uninstalled all the other ones, but that one.
I still own it, but that's about it. I can't remember much about it other than hating it.
The only
hang on, let me
reason
go
I keep it
screen
installed is it's
sharing
because
real quick.
it makes me look like I'm competent at golf games.
There we go.
Is it letting you join, Alice? Or
Well, I said join, and it like
You have to like click back into Tabletop Simulator and then just wait.
that's what I
oh,
did.
do you need me to send another invite?
Hold on, let me. Can I join the game? Are you going to work? I said play game.
Vertiginous golf should be banned. Yeah, it'll
We should just
download the
ban
Funemployed pack
everything
from
related
me,
to golf.
which should
I
take a minute,
should-
but after that, it should just let you in.
I should also have it. It says I accepted the invitation.
Hmm.
I think we should ban all golf games.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
We're never getting this game started. I've got a feeling. I've just got a feeling.
No, we can do it. I believe in us.
Restart your game if it doesn't work, Alice. Yeah, that might be worth it, because mine hung and wouldn't get off the menu.
Yeah, let me try. Because it's just
Birdie's
like,
in the game with me, so
yeah, it was like, hey, yeah, you've joined the game. I'm like, really? I don't think I have.
So while that's happening, chat, how y'all doing? You looking nice? Is that change your hair?
All right.
I like a chat
I'm here.
because chat likes it
I
when I flirt
made
with
it.
them.
Alice is okay. So choose a place right at the table to sit down. You have to as well. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now we can share screens. Or I can share screens. There we go. All right. So I'll be the interviewer for the first round. Okay, just to help. All right. So
All right.
here are the job cards. Okay. If you want to grab a card, all you do is pull one off. You like lightly tap and you pull. You guys don't do that. I only
Yeah.
me takes one card from the top of this deck. Okay.
I'm
You guys
practicing. I'm
need
practicing.
to take 3 cards from the green thing and leave them face down. Sorry, in front of you.
All right, 1, 2,
I can count to 3, maybe.
3. Aha! We can
Okay.
count to 3. We're already halfway qualified for this job.
Okay. And you press F on them to flip them, but not yet. Okay. So I'm interviewing for a model. Okay. All right.
Excellent.
You both got to strut your stuff on the catwalk. All right. So
All right.
Alice, if you'd like to go first. Welcome to this interview. Tell me about yourself. Why would you be good at being a model?
Well, as you can see, I have a perfect class, and I have previous experience working in a sex den, and as you know, close-ups are a huge part of pornography, and you have to really, make sure you're in tip-top physical shape, which is excellent for your modeling career. So they every time you participate in a sex den or perhaps run it even, you want to look your best, and you have to have all the assets required, which, as you know, models have photos taken of them all the time and video, and I have all the required
A lot of
assets.
crossover. One thing I want to ask you: what was the name of the sex den, out of interest? And when I'm looking for references, obviously.
Oh, our sex den was called the Slip It In.
Okay, continue.
I'm also very good at following directions. I will never directly tell you no to anything. That's just, as you know, a little bit passive aggressive, but don't worry, that doesn't come out to anybody. It just means I'm very easy to work with. I definitely won't outburst and murder anyone, I promise.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds ideal. Anything else? I don't even know what this means.
I don't either.
Just go with whatever you like.
Well, I come with my own set of sprays, like got a glitter spray for when you want to get that perfect shine, a little bit of liquid to have that just out of the pool look, which is good for models, right?
Mhm.
And
Definitely, yeah, 100%, yeah.
also, and I come with a whipped cream spray for, the racier sort of modeling opportunities.
Is that left over from the sex then?
Oh, yes, we had massive stock of those.
That and cheese spray, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, yeah. All of those things. So, as you can see, I'm highly qualified for this modeling job. I have done very adjacent work before, and I definitely won't be the kind of diva models that you're probably used to working with.
Okay, perfect. Well, if you could take a seat outside, we'll only be like a few minutes, and I'll be able to get back to you. There's only one interviewee left. Could you please come inside, monsieur?
Yes, yes.
That's what we
Here
say in the industry, by the way, monsieur.
Well, yes, here I can most definitely come, and I can also come inside. And I also want to point out that the other interviewee, despite all of her sprays, her makeup was very much not on point. So as you can see,
Wow.
mine is
Wow.
much more on point. So
Mhm,
take
mhm,
that.
mhm,
How's
mhm.
that for passive aggressive? All right, so I think that you should hire me for this modeling job. And part of the reason why I think I'd be excellent for this job is listen, my pound ratio is just off the chart.
What,
Both
what does
in the
what does
sense
that
of
mean
like,
exactly?
so so here's the thing. I dual wield, so I'm dual skilled. It is in regards to my poundage in terms of how much I weigh. I am
Okay,
very much
okay.
within industry standards, which we know is very, very important. So don't worry, I'm very much within the correct standards. Just enough to where I'm skinny enough to where I'm unattainable by normal people, but not quite so much that they can come after you for like
Perfect.
body
The
dysmorphia
ideal.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
the
Yeah,
ideal. Yeah.
exactly,
All that
exactly,
non-existent crap. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And then plus also because I can pound like nobody's business.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
if you've got like if you got a shot at a construction like at a construction site, something like that, I can pound that hammer like you wouldn't believe. I can pound a lot of
Perfect.
things, as a matter of
Perfect.
fact.
Well.
All right. And also, another reason why I am qualified for this is, listen, the reality is I'm just an absolute expert at all things modeling. My strut is so good that I am not joking when I say that I routinely had the shit kicked out of me in school because everyone thought I was gay because of how great my catwalk was. So,
Amazing.
I mean,
Amazing.
when you're
Wow.
doing it from such a young age, that's
I
whenever
can't
you
believe
really
you
got some
are
talent.
a expert.
I am absolutely a expert in the field of modeling and everything related to modeling and walking like a model. That's just hard to beat. And finally, well, I don't know if you've seen, but instead of a right hand, I actually have a claw,
Wow.
which is just absolutely perfect because that means that I'm an amputee model. So like
It
accessibility
looks just
and
like
all
the
that
one from
stuff.
Toy Story. It looks just like the one
Right?
from Toy
Yeah,
Story.
that's yeah. So it's for the shoots for like for stuff for kids, because they see it like that claw, and also like I said, it's now you get to be a disability advocate because you hired a model
Wow.
that
Very
amputee.
convenient.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, the Sleep Ninja. Very okay. Anyway, whoa, very tough decision. I've got to weigh out the pros and cons. We have Alice, the former Sexten owner slash star, who is very passive aggressive, but does come with lots of sprays, which does save money. Now I think about it. However, Bird is an expert, and it's hard to beat. I'm gonna have to give this job to Bird, I'm afraid, on this one because they're an expert. I mean, you can't argue with an expert, like, right?
Yeah. Well, and plus that amputee bonus. Yeah, I mean, you could get all kinds of tax breaks
Yeah,
for that.
that is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
exactly.
That is true.
Exactly.
All right,
This is just a good move for your business, is what I'm saying.
All right. So now, Alice, you're going to interview us for the next one. Okay.
All right. How do I pick up all the cards?
So,
Just click and hold. There you go.
There we go.
so Bird and I can take 3 more,
Whoop.
and
I
you can take one from
3
the
more,
top.
but that might be my limit for the day. It'll depend. Depends on how much lube you're bringing.
May cause some tearing.
I am looking for a magician.
Okay. Wow. Didn't know they interviewed for jobs like this. I thought it was like a self-employed thing. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Anyway,
mean,
Bird goes first
when
this
when
time
you
'cause,
run the Vegas, shows, you have to staff the shows, especially the weird weeknight Monday evening shows.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay. Well, Bird, you're up first, so off you go.
All right. Well, Alice, I hope that you're ready to have a very magical interview. See what I did there? Because like every other magician who exists, I'm about to bullshit you for about an hour. So one
all
reason
right,
why you
yeah.
should hire me is have you seen my forearms? They are absolutely jacked, like you wouldn't believe. And now I know that doesn't seem like that'd be a big deal, you know, if you're a magician and all that stuff. However, the card tricks I can pull, like I can pull card tricks like nobody's business, and the speed with which I can do it is absolutely insane because my forearms are just unbelievably powerful. And also sometimes, you know, rabbits, they get stuck in the hat, so you really gotta like pull and tug and pull and tug, and sometimes you gotta like pull and tug super fast to get them out and all that. I'm, as you can see, I'm very well equipped to handle that. So that's one thing that I bring to the table. The other thing that I have for you is uh, so I did suffer from a stroke at one point, which is I know that that might be a little bit concerning, but the good news is the stroke wiped out everything except my ability to do magic. I literally don't know how to do anything else. I don't even actually know what my name was. I don't know what I put on the interview, but like all I know is being a magician and breathing, and that's it.
How
That is
often is
all
the
I do with
stroke
my life.
likely to happen? Is it something I could expect to happen on the stage?
The doctor gave me an idea of the likelihood, but I'm gonna be honest, I forgot. So you know, but hey,
Okay.
what's life with the what's magic without a little bit of risk taking? Am I right? Um, and finally, I have absolutely no self-respect whatsoever, as you can tell by the fact that I am openly interviewing for a magician's job, which actually is something that you do a little bit more freelance than anything else. But I have no self-respect whatsoever. So anything that you want me to do for your magic tricks, I will absolutely do them. If you want me to do the magic trick while I am like dressed in nothing but a G-string and singing "Over the Rainbow," I will absolutely do it. And any type of product placement, any sponsorships and all that, you don't got to worry about me getting all bent out of shape about artistic integrity or anything like that. I do not care. I have no integrity or self-respect. Basically, I will do anything to get this job. You want to meet out back in the alleyway after this?
I see. Yes. Might have to take a closer look at those jacked forearms. Yeah. So there's a chair over there. I'll just have a seat, and you know we'll
forgot how to
consider your application. All right.
Hi.
Hi. What is
Greetings.
your
Greetings.
qualifications for this magician's
Um,
gig, as it were?
Well, first of all, I am called the Great Wiggler. So please address me by that from now on. That is not just my magician name. That's my full and legal name, the Great Wiggler. Okay.
Were you born with that name, or
Anyway,
did you
I,
change
the
it
Great
in pursuit
Wiggler.
of your career?
No, that's the name my parents gave me. It's unrelated to actually being a magician. It just happened to coincide with what I chose for a career.
All right.
Anyway, yes, things that are good about me for why you should hire the Great Wiggler for this great wiggly job. First of all, I have a pet rock. Its name is Steve, and we do a great ventriloquist act. There are people in the audience that would swear this rock is alive. Like, I'm like, I'll give you an example of it now, okay? Hi, Steve. How are you today? Oh, I'm good. Really great today, the Great Wiggler. Wow, you look absolutely amazing. Anyway, did you know that we're interviewing for a job right now? Oh yeah, they should totally hire us. We're so good. I mean, what do you think? Alive, right? Brilliant.
I mean, it's the first
Moving on to the next.
remotely close to a trick that I've seen out of my interviews today. Yeah.
All right, next up, I have absolutely no shame. I will do like the previous interview. I was listening at the door, but like the previous interviewer, there isn't really anything that I won't do. If you want the Great Wiggler to set their pubes on fire, I'll do it live on stage. If you want me to insert the pet rock, I'll do it. You know, Steve is up for anything as well. I just want to point out. Oh yeah, I'm really up for anything. It's really great. See, and yeah, we'll do anything you want, whatever it is. I'm even happy to get sawn in half, literally. I'm gonna be honest with you. Moving on. I am a hot mess, okay? Everyone in the audience will be like, wow, this is a terrible show. Yeah, it's a terrible show. But they'll also be like, oh my god, this magician, the Great Wiggler, they can great wiggle over to me. You know what I'm fucking saying? Because they are just gorgeous, but a train wreck at the same time. Oh yeah, Great Wiggler, come and join us. Shut up, Steve. Anyway, that is the end of my interview. I think we got a lot of positives here, and that's why you should hire me.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's see. Well, Minx showed me an actual attempt at a trick. Nobody has any self-respect or shame, so that's good. That's definitely a great plus when it comes to performing on stage. I'm not sure either of you are qualified to be a magician at children's birthday parties. So I'm gonna, scribble that note in here. No side gigs. Oh. I don't know. I think I'm asking for some lawsuits with some of the shows that have been proposed, but I mean, I think I have to go with the candidate that actually showed me a magic trick. So your ventriloquy act has earned you the job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Steve and I are leaving now. Thank you.
That's fine. I totally forgot what I was here for anyway.
Yeah. I also, in that case, can't trust you to show up to your work on time. Remember, you have a job.
All right, Bird, you are now interviewing.
All right. All right. I'll go ahead and pull your cards and see what we got this time. All right. Good morning, both of you. I'm glad to see. I'm glad to see at least two willing candidates for this job opening. Now, I don't know how much you've been told by the HR rep, because quite frankly, the HR rep that we've got, Cindy, she's kind of useless. But it's fine. It's fine. So today I will be interviewing the two of you for an escort position.
Mm-hmm.
So I am very interested in hearing a little bit about the both of you. I know you both have some interesting qualifications. I know one of the applicants used to work at a sex dungeon. So why don't we start with you, Minx, with the rock?
Actually, my porn star name is the Great Wiggler.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I'm glad you got one already picked out. That makes things easier.
The Great Wiggler is a great name, I think. I mean, I know you're not auditioning for a porn star; it's rather an escort. But I think that'll be look great, on the site when people are booking
what is a
me.
porn star but an escort with a camera in front of her? So
That's true. That's true. I have a sack that is full of the best toys available in the industry, and get this. It's a magic sack. It's a bit like, like in Dungeons and Dragons, you have like bags of like endless holding or whatever, that can just hold millions of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a small leather sack that inside has every sex toy that has ever been created. Okay, it's amazing. It's a magical bonus. It's a bag of holding dildos. Thank you, Bunchy.
All right, I'm gonna have to dock you points for stealing a joke from chat. But continue.
Anyway, whatever the client's taste, whatever they want, the sack will have lots of stuff for them. You know what I mean? They want a cock ring, they want a double-ended dildo. If they want one of those things that you put up someone's ass and then press a button and it like makes them instantly ejaculate, we got all that. Amazing. All right.
That would save me money in merchandise.
Exactly. However, I am really indecisive, so I'm not really sure I want this job actually. Now I think about it. No, I mean, I guess I do. But I'm not sure I'm going to bring the bag of holding with me. It's kind of like really, really good, and it's a bit too much to commit, to bringing that into the job. I feel like it would be unfair on the other, like, employees at the escort service if I did bring my bag of holding. But actually, maybe I should bring it. Maybe it's a good idea. Do I want this job? Anyway, moving on.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, we always do appreciate a good pull-out game here. So.
I also have a really bad drug habit.
So does everybody here.
Which is like I think probably the industry standard. Really, I'm going to be honest with you. Whether it's crack, heroin, whatever, I'll do it all. And I'm always willing to get addicted to new substances if it's like the going thing to be addicted to them at the time. I'm always following the addiction trends. Fentanyl, love it.
Okay.
I'm always on top of the drugs.
Well, that's good. Admittedly, as
Or
an
am
escort,
I?
that
Do
leaves
I?
you on top
Maybe
of
I should
everything
stop
else.
doing drugs. I'm not really sure if I should keep doing them or not. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of the interview. Thank you for considering the Great Wiggler.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for that interview, Great Wiggler. If you could just step out and ask the other person to come in, please, that'd be great.
Do I want to step out? Oh yeah, come in. Sorry, come on in.
Thank you. Well, my name is Candy Kane. That's my official business name. That's it. That's where I pay my taxes under. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm a professional for this escort. I start going through my qualifications. Well, the first thing I have is a numb face, and that's fantastic because it means I can handle some of the rougher clients, and I can't even feel it.
Jesus Christ.
It's great for business. It opens up so many options for your clients. I promise.
Yeah, that is true. All right.
It also means I kind of have this permanent smile on my face, so they really can't tell if anything's wrong. Yeah, I've also apocalypse prepper. So I'm prepared for any scenario, and I have a couple of dungeons of my own, well stocked for when everything goes down. So I would be happy to escort clients there as well. Just if they're into that sort of thing.
That would do well. That would do well for our evangelical clients. They're very big on the apocalypse.
Oh yes, and I have all sorts of hellfire scenarios for them.
Good. Okay. Yeah, that's all right.
I also come equipped with my own chastity belt, so it's kind of hidden a little bit, so they can still I can still do my job, but I can't get pregnant, so it's great. You don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to do any of the mistaken birth control stuff. I just can't get pregnant. It's great. So,
Right.
as you can see, I'm absolutely qualified for this job.
All right. Well, all right. Well, this has been a very traumatizing interview. As we say in the industry, I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. All right. Well, gosh, I've got quite a thought here, quite a lot to think about here. On one hand, a magical sack of holding is very, very helpful, but
Or is it?
also an indecisive drug head is also a little bit it can be a little bit unfortunate, except in the instances where it isn't. But granted, it's not like there are cocaine addictions a dime a dozen around here. Let's see. Having a numb face is very, very helpful. Like you said, for the rougher clients, and we do occasionally get some apocalypse preppers. It's this pretty niche fetish. A little concerned about the chastity belt, how you make that work, since there is something very specific that our clients are all going for. But that being said, I do have a evangelical client base that currently is not getting as much love as the rest of my clients because the person that I had for that disappeared under mysterious circumstances. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go with Candy for this one with her numb face. So yeah, thank you both for this interview, and you with the sack, please don't come back. Thank you.
You won't be disappointed, I promise.
We'll go around again. That was fun. It's just been really fun so far. I really like this. It's such a stupid fucking game. All right, I am interviewing again. So hang on.
Grab my cards.
Welcome to being interviewed by the Great Wiggler. I have need of a new associate, and it just happens to be in the field of being a queen. Apparently, I'm interviewing for the new monarch of the United
Oh
Kingdom.
shit!
Charles is not very popular, as you probably heard. So we do need a replacement. And yeah, so please go ahead. What's your name? Sorry. Unless it's you first.
Oh, well, you can call me Lizzie. That's totally my name right now. You know, every queen needs to have a perfect fashion sense, and I have a very stylish trench coat, and it just looks good in all the paparazzi photos without like showing too much, but like, you know, giving them a little bit of a hint. It's just nice to have a little bit of a trench coat all the time, and it's got all the pockets, so I can carry around all my little pocket poodles and stuff, which is something that a queen absolutely needs, right? I'm also
Okay.
in the top 1% of the 1% of the richest people in America right now. So I'm already a queen. You should absolutely put me in charge of your country because clearly I know how to manage my money. Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, that definitely is very, very important.
And besides, I already have my green card to the UK. Like, I'm basically a citizen already. Just make me the queen. Like, it's an easy process. You don't have to worry about filing all that immigration paperwork. It's already done. So,
Wow.
I could
I mean, that is
basically
a
be
very
your...
convenient thing to have, that last one in particular.
Yeah, I could basically run your country already.
Wow, you're very rich and you have a green card, which I'm assuming you just paid for, right? With your, with all your income, and just for like, oh,
Oh.
here's $1 million,
Yeah, you
boom.
have to have the connections, and I totally have the connections.
Perfect. Well, just take a seat in this luxurious throne we have here. But we have another candidate. This one auditioning for King. Please,
Excuse me. No, I am auditioning for Queen. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
fair enough.
I will not be constrained by your gender stereotypes. Okay. So
Okay, off you go. Hi.
you can call me Queen Bee, and I am here to take the role that you need me to take as your queen. And part of my qualifications is well, I just have an incredible snatch. Like, it is the absolute peak that you could possibly ask for. I know I don't look like it, but really, it's incredible. Like, this snatch is so good that well, I would have made a joke about Prince Andrew, but then you probably would have gotten thrown off Twitch. So we're not going to do that, and that would be rather
The
rude for you.
entire royal family do have great snatches, I will say. Like, they're known for it.
That is true. And you know, all I'm saying is I will make sure that whoever you pair me with will stay very, very loyal to me and my magnificent snatch. So, and also another thing to let you know about is I am very much a cougar, and by that I don't mean that I'm like an older girl who like goes after guys. What I mean is I'm a furry. Specifically, I'm a cougar furry. Rar. My furry name is Catdrap von Whiskers, and well, let's just say I can definitely make a motor purr, if you know what I mean. So that's another interesting thing about me, which you know, you have to admit, with all the attention on that Megan chick and all that, you really need some attention off of all that silliness. So I will bring the attention back to the royal family, where it belongs. And finally, as you can tell, I'm very much unstable. But you know, the more I think about it, like you know, you got this whole family that's like super inbred and already pretty unstable, and really the economy is unstable, and the whole concept of a constitutional monarchy is pretty unstable. So really, I just fit right in with the vibes, you know. I really give off the unstable vibes that you need around here. So that's why you should hire me, Queen Bee, Von Whiskers Trap, whatever I call myself. So, yeah. Sorry, I had a stroke last year. and I forgot my name.
Okay. All right. Well, this is obviously a very difficult thing. Technically, as you're both as what we call it Yankees here, I'm not sure I should pick either of you, but weighing up the pros and cons, one of you does already pretty much have British citizenship and is rich enough to afford the tens of thousands of dollars that it would require to get it in the first place. So I'm going to have to give this one to, oh God, I just threw the card off the table. To our new queen, Lizzie. The
Oh,
naming convention works too. Queen Elizabeth III.
oh my God! I'm so excited. I can't wait to run a country. Do I get a crown? Does it have all sorts of diamonds on it? Actually, does it have enough diamonds on it? Do I have to buy a new one?
This is
All right.
gender discrimination. I just want to say. RuPaul would.
I gotta say, I was in support of your snatch. Like, you really gotta have a good one, especially, you know.
Well, I mean, you've got the green card already, so the hard part's already over. So I completely understand.
I accidentally flipped my cards,
right.
but I didn't read them, so
Um,
it'll be okay.
hang on. Wasn't I meant to be? Who was meant
Oh,
to be?
I'm
I was
meant to be-
interviewing then. It
I
should have been
think I'm
Alex interviewing
interviewing.
this time, I just realized.
Well, even more
Doesn't
so.
mean- it doesn't matter that much. We can just do it this.
Yeah, I can use those cards next time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep those cards for next time. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then
And I
Bird go
definitely won't
first.
remember what they are. All right. We are interviewing. I'm looking for an author. I'm, as you can tell, a very, very busy publisher, so keep it snappy. Let's start with you, sir. Tell me about your qualifications to be one of my authors.
Well, first off, my name is Stephen Queen, and that alone puts me in a pretty good spot for this position as an author. I am quite dignified, as you can tell. I do like a glass of brandy and a cigar every evening, just like a true author, and I type on a typewriter, again, like a true author. So some things to know about me is I have invented my very own line of massage oils. They are massage oils that are specifically for your writing hands. So they're used specifically for your hands to help get past writer's block. We have seen a 78% success rate in breaking through writer's block, which I know may not seem like much. However, those of us who actually write and know how difficult writer's block can be understand that 78% might as well be 100% for how good those numbers are. So that's one thing about me. I am a bit of an entrepreneur. Another thing to know about me is I have right here a utility belt of all of the writing tropes that you could possibly want. So any type of writing trope that you need. You need a only one bed scene. I've got it right here. You need a traumatic background. I keep about 1,000 of those things. You want daddy issues?
Yes.
I've got daddy issues out the ass in my belt. Not me specifically. I don't have any. I don't have
we
any
do
daddy
we do
issues.
require a lot of
I'm an author.
tropey
I'm an
work.
author,
I
so
mean,
have mommy issues.
that's what gets publishing,
Exactly,
right?
tropes.
That's what people like
Right,
is
right.
all the tropes.
Tropes.
Yes, very
Yeah.
good.
Exactly. Tropes make the world go round. And finally, another thing that you should know about me is I type like rapid pace. I am like I have already burnt out 5 keyboards just this week from all the typing that I do on them. So not gonna lie, you may need to be a little bit more concentrated on me whenever it comes to editing and spell checking and things like that. However, just imagine the turnaround time. I mean, I would have books like cranked out pretty much constantly, like the real Stephen King. So at least you never have to worry about not having a backlog of books, is what I'm saying. There'll
Yes,
always
yes,
be
that's
something
that's
in
very good.
Your, yeah, exactly. There'll always be something in your backlog to be published anytime that a dry season comes around.
Yes, and not having to wait years for the author to pull out the next book in a series is always a boon.
No George R.R. Martin here. None of that here.
Yes, yes. Well, leave a copy of your work on the table, and I'll get back to you in 5 to 7 business days.
Yes, I have a full novel already written right here on the table. I wrote it while we were doing this interview.
Excellent. That is the rapid pace at work. Next, please.
Hi, I'm the Great Wiggler, but my pen name is Jamkin Wigglebottom. I am a high fantasy author. It's very popular at the moment, as you understand, with Game of Thrones and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm. Yes. So tell me a bit about your
Anyway,
writing and yourself. Yes.
okay, well, first of all, obviously, the Great Wiggler and Jamkin Wigglebottoms aren't my real name. I actually moonlight as a top secret spy for the MI6, but I like to do my writing of high fantasy on the side. However, once the NDAs expire in a few years, then maybe I could even do some espionage type stuff as well, but with my insider knowledge. But don't tell anyone, okay, about my secret identity. All right?
Variety,
Okay,
I like
okay.
it.
I can't
Yes.
reveal my real name at this point in time, but maybe one day. Think of the party we could throw for the press to reveal once I'm a famous author. Anyway, next up, I do like to fucking swear an awful cunting lot, both in real life and in my novels. My characters, sometimes I'll write a whole page, 600 words, let's say, and at least 72% of them are curse words. However, think about it. That kind of stuff is very popular these days. People like things to be edgy. People like things to be dark. You know what I mean? Especially in a fantasy setting. So if someone's like fuck, 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 shit, fuck, bollocks, in a sentence, people are sometimes like, wow, ooh, like that. They're just blown away by the edginess. You can cut with a knife with how edgy my stories are. Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
and then moving on. I have some pet cougars.
Who feeds them while you're away on your missions?
Um, well, you say that actually. I use them as like a deterrent to keep enemy spies away from my property, but also they are in all of my stories in terms of relevance. Their names are Jim and Bim, and I couldn't think of a second name, so I just went with Bim. And basically, the two of them are always central. For example, in this fantasy novel I'm writing at the moment, Jim and Bim are kept by the main antagonist of the series, and they throw their enemies into a pit with them where they are torn and rendered asunder, and they're shouting, fucking fuck, shit, fuck, Jim and Bim, fucking eat them, fuck, like that. And it's just absolutely brilliant, like a masterwork scene. If you can picture the scene, the fear on the fucking face of the person thrown in the fucking pit with the fucking cougars, oh, it's fucking awful, but it's also edgy. Anyway.
Uh, I see. Leave a copy of your work on the table, and I'll get back to you in 5 to 7 business days.
Okay, so of course, yes.
All right, time to do the rejection notices. We need to style somebody up here. Hello. Is it the Great Wiggler?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hi.
I'm afraid the publishing company has decided not to utilize your material at this time. We have hired a different
Wow.
author. I'm afraid.
It's your loss. It's your loss. Fuck.
All right. Is this Stephen Queen over here?
Yes, it is. Hi.
We would like to offer you a position with our publishing company. We will be publishing all of your works. As it is, the more we put out, the more money we make. The quality doesn't really
Excellent.
matter at the end of the day.
I've written. Excellent. I've written 10 trilogy novels, entire trilogy series, in the time that I was waiting for your response.
Excellent. You don't mind a 1% commission out of that, right?
I write so much it won't even matter.
All right.
Oh god, it's the stupid interviews again. Hi, hello, both of you. It's great to see you both. Thank you so much for coming in for this interview. It's really good to see some fresh-faced candidates for our position of a bartender. I was making sure I didn't misread that. So I am desperately in need of a bartender, as you all can probably tell by looking at me. I definitely need a drink, and so do my clients. So let's hear what you've got. Why don't we start with I don't know who to start with.
It's my turn first.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we start with you, the one with the rock?
Yes. This is my pet rock, Steve. He comes with me everywhere. My name is just Minx, by the way. Okay. Pleasure to meet you. I am a trained bartender, and I'm here to treat you to the delights of my CV, my curriculum vitae. Um, First of
Is
all,
that what
I
that stands
have
for?
poisoned you, and I do have the antidote. So if you don't pick me in this interview, you will die because I won't be giving you the antidote otherwise. I know it might be a little harsh, but I'm really desperate for this job. Steve can't go through college on his own, and we need the money. So pick me or die. But moving on, there are other reasons you should hire me other than that, obviously. One of those is Steve is wearing a very sexy pair of edible underwear right now.
Is that where the
Strawberry
antidote is?
flavor.
Is that where the antidote is?
No. I just thought you might be a fan of edible underwear. It's a very popular thing that you can sell at bars, actually. You know, like bar snacks. You sell a pair of edible underwear, you know, with every shot. You know, it's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker. Strawberry flavor is very popular, as is grape. It's always a classic. A classic, the grape. Why don't you have a little nibble on Steve and sample the great taste of the edible underwear range that I bring with me to every bar that I work in?
Yes, I think we'll have a taste. That's
Oh
quite
boy,
good.
it's so good! And it's, also, I have a Magnum in my purse, and if you do somehow get hold of the antidote, I will shoot you if you don't pick me.
It's the most violent interview I've ever had.
Yeah, but I think it does the job. Anyway, I will sit here menacingly in the corner while you interview the other candidates as a formality, you know, so you don't get sued or anything. But remember, the clock is ticking. You've got like 10 minutes. Okay, thanks.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that was interesting. Hi, yes,
Hi.
bartender, yes,
Does
tell
the
me about
person in the corner have a gun?
don't worry about it. It's America. Everybody's got a gun. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, okay. Yes. Anyway, hi, what's a bartender, but a really good listener. So, let me tell you why I make a fantastic bartender. You know, first of all, I may look a little saggy, but to be honest, that's a benefit. Like, you're not gonna have all like I don't have to worry about all the creeps hitting on me. You won't have to have the bouncer come, drag the drunks off the bar. It's really it's a benefit in my line of work. And also everyone just sort of thinks of you like, oh, it's like grandma, and she'll I can tell grandma anything.
It is a demographic we haven't been hitting lately.
I I also, have I kind of have a type, but I'm not willing to admit that. No, why am I telling this to somebody, random stranger? No, I'm perfectly straight. Yes, perfectly straight. I definitely am not going to hit on any of the other women that come to the bar or anything like that. Moving on a little bit. I have absolutely nothing left to lose, so I am never going to leave this job. I will be here forever. I will be your loyal servant if you just hire me, please.
Well, you're both clearly very desperate women, which, granted, is definitely a benefit in this job, in this line of work. So I'm so glad to see the both of you bringing the energy that we really need at the bar. Well, I genuinely don't know which one of you need to pick.
I just cocked my gun, by the way.
All right. Well, well, I have to really think about the good of the bar at the end of the day, and I'm gonna be
1
honest,
minute
having a
left
bar
on the
with
poison.
having a bar with a cute little old granny would definitely bring in some Instagram hits, and we have been lacking in that lately. So also a lesbian granny, which is just not a demographic we normally get. So and also I'm ready for the sweet embrace of death. So with all that being
Wow.
said.
Wow.
Miss Baggy, looks like the job is yours.
Oh, dearie, thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me in my twilight years. It's amazing.
I will admit part of that decision came from the fact that I just wanted to die. It's like, I'm ready for death now.
I was hoping I'd have something that was like, let me mix a drink, let me mix the antidote for you, but I think Grandma Bartender's better.
Grandma
very
lesbian bartenders. Yeah, that's the demographic we really need to be. Why is nobody else hit that demographic?
Do you guys mind if I go and grab a drink quickly, and we'll do one more round, and then we'll move on to the other game?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I also need to go grab a drink, so I will be right back too.
I'll let you guys talk
Okay.
to chat or just Bird. If we all go away, chat, talk amongst yourselves or something. I don't know.
Don't worry, Chad. I won't leave you. I will stay here with you, and we'll talk about things. So, Chad, what'd you think about my hiring choices today? I make some really good choices, I know. So, yeah. Hey, I'll do it. What you wearing? This is kind of normally the part where I like start goading and sort of emotionally blackmailing y'all into tipping and subbing and all that stuff, but I don't really need to do that because you guys already did all that stuff. So, yeah. Well, I'm a pretty destructive guy. Shy gesture. I live on the edge. What can I say? I'm very edgy. Oh no, Reaper, you dropped your bits. Don't worry, I'll pick those up for you. Ah, that's hot, Bungie. That's hot. Yeah. So, chat. What do you want to talk about? What'd y'all do this weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Also, Reaper dropped some bits over in Minx's chat too. Everybody, make sure you pick those up for Reaper. You don't want to leave bits laying around because bits are the Lego of Twitch. If you step on them, like it's just agony for the rest of your life. It's like a prolonged agony if you step on a bit. And like it never comes out of your foot no matter what you do. So yeah, make sure y'all pick those up. um, feels like 52 card pickup. A little bit, but I mean, I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. Just because it's just because Tabletop
Thank you for the
Simulator
10
is
bits,
just
Reaper.
awkward. But...
I got waylaid by my
Reaper's just
hound.
running around dropping bits in everybody's chats.
Oh, I appreciate that, though. It's nice. Let me breathe for a second. Slightly dying back here.
So Alice, what's your New Year's resolution? Yeah, the chaos is the fun.
Relax more. Definitely don't stress.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted something somewhat
Good luck
achievable.
with that.
You know, not like the usual New Year's resolutions where I'm like, yeah, we'll go to the gym every day. I'm going to pick back up my rock climbing. I'm going to make videos.
I didn't know you did rock climbing. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. We've got a rock, actually 2 climbing gyms here, and I used to go all the time and haven't really been back since COVID stuff, so. But I like bouldering a lot. Yeah. It's fun.
What's the difference between rock climbing and bouldering?
Bouldering is without a rope, and usually not very high.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then like when you do rock climbing, you're usually like climbing up larger scale things, and if you do like lead climbing, you're putting in your own little carabiners and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't like necessarily having to rely on other people to make sure I don't fall. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. Because what if unbeknownst to you, that person is like the evil demonic version of you that was born on the same day that you were born and secretly is out to kill you so that it can take your place and start living your life as you.
yeah, exactly. That's absolutely something that could happen. And
Yeah, it's a common problem, as you can tell.
Yeah, if I boulder, I can shove them off the rock as opposed to me. We get to play like King of the Hill. It works out much better. And then we only break legs and arms and stuff like that. You don't break your neck usually.
By the way, chat, that was 55 minutes and 20 seconds before I made a Winona Earp reference, in case anyone was keeping track of that. I like how you and Minx are like touching fingers, like E.T. It's very.
Let me hold your hand. Let me hold your hand.
I want to hold your hand. The tips touch. It's gay.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's gotta be the two of you. It's not gay if I do it. Although it would be.
I'm trapped in the closet, Reaper. I'm not allowed to say that. Oh my god.
Hello. I see what you're doing, by the way. Sorry, it took a bit of time. Kristen was serving up dinner, so I waited for her to finish serving up so she didn't have to bring it to me.
That's fine.
I see you. Alice is touching tips with you.
Oh, give me 1 second. I left the door open.
She doesn't even care. She doesn't even care. Why do we pay her money, Alice? Why do we do that?
Yeah. It's a great question.
She doesn't even care. She doesn't even care. It's okay. We can hold hands.
Is that a threesome then?
We can hold hands while we touch the tips. Yeah. This would be considered a threesome.
Beautiful.
Hope you feel a little bit better for Aldo. That feeling that you feeling sick? Being sick is awful.
Yeah. It sucks.
Anyway.
All right.
Let's do a shout.
Okay.
Who's interviewing? Me?
I think
Yeah,
you're
me.
next. Yeah.
I'll go. I can eat while you guys talk shit.
Yeah.
We'll do one more round, then we'll change games.
Okay.
So one more each.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Here we go. I'm interviewing for a psychic.
I knew you were
So
going
you
to say
better.
that.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't even have to post the interview out. We knew you were having one.
You were already here days before I put the ad in the newspaper, standing outside my house. It just freaked me the fuck out, to be honest with you.
Well,
anyway,
you thought you needed a
Alice,
psychic,
off you
and
go.
I'm here to help you out. See, I have nothing but a cold black heart, which every psychic needs. Otherwise, let's be honest, you get a little hung up on all the sob stories of all the ghosts and everyone's dead lovers and whatnot. But my cold black heart helps me set my eyes on the focus, which is, at the end of the day, getting you what you want. And that emotional baggage we can just sort of leave at the door. I also, as you can see, am in a wheelchair, but as they say, you don't have your legs, you got a better brain. Just look at Stephen
I
Hawking,
didn't notice
right?
until you pointed it out.
Well, it's a very stealth wheelchair. It's, you know,
Small wheelchair.
it brings in it's a little bit of credibility. You know, I get to give my air of mystery, and no one thinks anyone in a wheelchair could be, you know, for example, creating fake ghost hauntings or anything like that because you're in a wheelchair. You can't possibly be doing any of that.
Exactly. No one in the wheelchair could do anything like that.
Absolutely not. And I have the softest hands, which is exactly what you want when you have to take your client and you're touching them. You want them to enjoy that touch and, you know, really feel the spirits. And no one wants to touch an icky, calloused hand or anything like that, but soft hands, they speak of the afterlife and clouds and, you know, ghostly happenings. So it's something that you want your psychics to have, yes. So as you can see,
Perfect.
I know exactly what I'm here for, and I am a very highly qualified candidate.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, we only have one other person to interview, so if you could take a seat. Moving on, could you please come in and tell me a little bit more about yourself, please?
Sure. And I can also, actually, in a reverse interview, since this is an interview for a psychic, I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about yourself as a psychic. So first off, I happen to know for an absolute fact that you are obsessed with nutcrackers. I know
Wow,
that
I do
you
have over
them
500
all
rare
over
nutcrackers.
yes, I know that you have them all over your house.
Mhm.
And I also know that Nutcracker was your nickname during college rugby. So I'm very, very aware of your connection, your emotional connection to Nutcrackers. Another thing that I know about you is I know that you are hiding tentacles under that dress,
Wow.
and it's I just want you to know this is a safe place, Cthulhu Floggin. It is completely okay for you to be yourself around me. And I also know the tentacles are part of the reason why you have that Nutcracker nickname. I know it wasn't just for rugby that you got that nickname. So and also the tentacles happens to be my thing. So you know, just saying, if you're into the idea of a little bit of office romance, I'm completely down for it. And finally, I also know that you are absolutely insatiable, and I completely understand why. I mean, having to sit across from me, I can see why you'd be so insatiable. And the good thing for you is you don't have to worry about cracking any nuts, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't have that equipment, so it's totally fine. So you can be as insatiable as you want to be, and I can handle it all night long. So that is my interview, is letting you know a little bit about yourself.
So I have to ask a question to you both. Which one of you is getting hired? Because surely you know.
Absolutely, I know that I'll be the one getting hired.
What's your response to that, Alice?
Well, I showed up here, didn't I? Doesn't that mean I think I got the job? Why would I show up if I didn't have the job?
You sound very uncertain.
One
You
more
want an
question.
uncertain psychic?
One more question, Alice. What is Jay thinking right now?
Oh, wait, who? Sorry.
A bird, sorry.
Okay. That's what I thought. I thought I should. My brain just didn't process words.
What kind of a psychic are you? You don't even know what my name is?
Excuse me, I was communing with spirits on the other plane for a second. You would not believe how chatty they get. Oh my god. Just are so loud. Jay is definitely thinking about those tentacles under that dress.
Okay. And Jay, what is Alice thinking?
He's thinking, man, I wish that I had done this interview by giving Minx a reading.
I'm afraid I do have to give the psychic to Bird for the reading.
Yes,
It was very good. It was very good. Very good.
It was
But you should have known
fantastic.
that already. You shouldn't have bothered showing up if you were a real psychic, because you would know that only one. The answer is, in a psychic interview, only one person attends if they're a real psychic.
All right. All right. Now, this is important for a very important job. We're looking for celebrity impersonators. So make sure you bring out your best Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. Where we're looking to throw a little bit of a distraction out for some of the paparazzi as well, potentially, depending on how good you are. But real celebrities cost way too much money, so yeah, show me what you got. Let's begin with you. Is it Jason?
Well, I'll tell you what, Pilgrim. You can call me that if you want, or you can call me John Wayne if you want. See, that's how good I am. I can actually do a lot of celebrity impersonations. You want to see my David Carradine impersonation?
That is what the interview's for.
All right, excellent. Well, before we do that, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. First off, I am the source of the original sin. Everyone thinks that it was the snake that told Eve to have a nibble of the apple. It was not. It was me. It was 100% me. The apple was my dick, and she totally went for it. So I was the source of the original sin, which is great because Hollywood is known as a place of inequity and sin. So basically, Hollywood would not even exist without me, which means that celebrities wouldn't exist without me, which is why I am the greatest celebrity impersonator ever. Because I literally gave birth to the concept of celebrities, and I impersonated the serpent. So, just saying. Another thing to let another thing that you should know about me is I have the most impressive taint that you could possibly ever imagine. I mean, this thing is just, it's, for a lot of folks, the taint is like, it's not really the greatest, it's not the worst, it's like somewhere in between, but from my taint is just incredible. It's very well taken care of. It's very well cared for. And it also doubles as a celebrity impersonator because, sometimes you just need to release some nude pics of a celebrity to, blackmail them and keep them in line. And my taint can properly impersonate any celebrity's taint. And then the final thing to know about me is, just randomly, if you ever need it, I will also, as you can tell, impersonate dead celebrities, which means their bone is my bone, and I will properly impersonate all the bones of all the celebrities that you could possibly imagine, because sometimes a real celebrity is someone who is unearthed from the ground by archaeologists, and then it's like, oh, holy shit, we totally had a trans pharaoh that one time. That is what I can do for you. I can properly impersonate all of those bones. I actually had a role in the TV show Bones, and also that bit in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Captain Holt just starts screaming "bone" just constantly. Yeah, I inspired that actually. So I'm very knowledgeable about my bones.
I see.
So do you want to see that David Carradine impression?
Bones? Yes. Show me your impression.
Oh my. Alrighty.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me get the white paint. Spray it all over the place. There we go. All right, there we go.
Beautiful. You should have gone like.
Yes, let me just scribble some things down in my notebook there for a second. Send the next person in, please. Have him take a seat on my couch.
Howdy
I don't think he
ho!
wants to do that.
Hold there. I'm a fictional character impersonator and celebrity impersonator, and this is my Mr. Hanky from South Park impression. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. So, tell me a bit about why you're qualified, besides your obvious impersonation abilities.
Well, I have room to grow. I already have a stunning repertoire of celebrities. Like I'm most known for my famous Steve the Pet Rock impression. You're oh, hi, I'm Steve the Pet Rock. Oh, blah, 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 blah." And other famous rocks. I can do lots of those. But anyway, moving on. While I have that extensive repertoire, I do have room to grow. Like, if you give me the name of a celebrity, give me a few days, I'll be able to mimic them. I think, I just have to get into their headspace, you know what I mean? Do a few lines of coke, you know what I mean? Like vomit a bit, and then I'll be there. I'll be there in the Hollywood zone and ready to take on any role because I have room to grow as a person.
Hmm.
Next up, I have this purple drink. You don't want to drink it because I recently was playing the role of an infamous cult leader as a celebrity impression. You
Ah.
don't want to drink this purple drink, but I brought it with me just as an example. Let me give you my best Jonestown impression. You will drink the purple drink, everyone. There you go. Nothing else happened there. There was no coercion or anything. Okay, perfect. And then finally, moving on. I can be utterly fucking tasteless. And by that I mean I actually can't taste anything, which means I'm always in trim celebrity body mode. I'm always slim because I hate food. I absolutely despise it. I have no taste whatsoever. Anything, like even the most like spicy peppers or whatever, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it means I always have that fit celebrity bod that you need me to fill the role for. Unless you want me to play like Cartman from South Park. That's the best shit. That's shit. Ignore that. But anyway, unless you want me to play like fat characters, in which case I can just put padding on. You know what I mean? It's much easier to put on weight than it is to take it off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know what
yes,
I'm saying?
yes.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I have
Industry
absolutely no
on
sense
that.
of taste, which is always a plus. Here, look, let me eat this bowl of feces. See?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Well.
I feel like neither
Unfortunately,
of us really got the cards that lended themselves to this.
given the lack of candidates I've had apply to my job, well, I am going to have to give the job to my Mr. Hanky impersonator. However, Mr. John Wayne, I'm forwarding your resume to one of our other departments. I believe they could really use your skills. It's more of a paparazzi, also weird fetish gigs kind of business if you're interested. But I'm forwarding your resume to them because I think they could really use someone with your skill set and equipment.
Well, slap my rump and call me John Wayne. I'm off in that case.
All right, boys and girls, let's go. I'm great for parties. Anyway,
I feel like neither of us had many cards that really lended themselves.
No, they
to
were
that.
they were
That
terrible.
was
They were
hard.
absolutely
That
fucking.
was hard.
What the fuck am I meant to do with purple drink? Other than make a cheap Jonestown joke.
I mean, I appreciate the joke that you went with. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, everybody. Well, we had a few applicants for this role, but I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like the way a lot of them looked at me, and I kind of shot them the second that they walked in. And luckily for the two of you, I'm out of bullets, so I guess I'm gonna be interviewing the two of you for this. All right, so we are here looking. I'm so excited at the fact that I get to say this on Twitch and be completely unironic about it. I am looking for a dominatrix. And believe me, I am going to know if you're qualified. So how about we how about we start with you across the room who's giving me that the angry look. You're already in character. I like it.
What do you mean in character? This is how I am. I live this lifestyle. I am from the great country of Germany, as you can tell by my wonderful accent. And I am an expert in both the S and the M, you know? Anyway, here I will tell you why I am not just qualified, but overqualified for this job. And I am confident in all of my abilities. Every last one. First of all, I have a unique method of domination called the Red Panda method. What this involves is covering, usually the nutsack, but I do work with the females as well, but covering the nutsack with the honey, known magical healing juice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I open the cage full of red pandas, and they run across the room to nibble on the nuts, as they say in your country. They gorge down the honey. As screams echo through the room. However, what this delivers is a pleasure unlike any other. The sensation of the nibbles. It takes people to a new level of ecstasy. It is my own patented treatment. No one else can do this in the dominatrix field. And the red pandas are very, very hungry all the time. Anyway,
well,
moving
I'm
on.
already at half mast, so all right, continue.
Moving on. I shouldn't really probably be admitting this, but I do have a sense of self-loathing. I consider myself the lowest of the low. I consider myself a worm on my own boot. However, let me tell you why this is a good thing for a dominatrix to feel. Most dominatrix, they can't put themselves in the mind of the worm, but I am the worm as well. So the fat man across the room with electrodes to nipples, he may think he is the worm, and I understand what he is thinking because I am also the worm. You know?
All right, but I do need to ask: have you ever asked Have you ever asked your partner that the question of, "Hey, if I ever turned into a worm, would you still love me?"
No, they already know
It's a
I
very
am the
popular
worm.
question. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Moving on. I have a really bad aim. Now, you may think this is a negative. However, let me explain. People like to be whipped on the ass. They're like, oh, hit my cheeks, mistress. Oh, look at my ass, mistress. It needs to be spanked. However, when I take the swing, I miss every time and hit them right in the genitals, which is far, far more pleasurable than being spanked on the ass. And my aim is so bad, 99% of the time, I hit the bollocks. Or the clit. One or the other. It does not matter. My aim is always true, and by that I mean not in the right place whatsoever. And this applies to everything. Wherever you want me to hit you, I'll hit you somewhere else. And that actually throws people off and leads them wanting more. Because they're never quite done. It leaves them on the edge, you might say. The edge. Anyway, that is the end of my interview. I will await your return, and the red pandas will too. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. I didn't get your name, by the way.
It is Madame Beatrice.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Madame Beatrice.
Hair Beatrice, actually. Hair Beatrice.
Hair Beatrice. All right. Thank you very much for your time. If you could just ask the next candidate to come in and just have a seat outside, and we'll.
No, you go
a little
take a
warm in
seat
here.
outside, worm. You go interview them in the hall. I will sit here in the comfortable chair because I told you to go outside.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. Hi. I know this is a little bit weird that we're doing this interview out in the hallway, but hi. So we're here interviewing for the dominatrix position. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself, please?
Why don't you get on your knees before you ask me questions? One of us is in charge here. And it's me. Don't
so
make
sorry.
me get my whips out. They're quite supple.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Now, how many of your dominatrixes, of your other lesser employees, come with their own terrain? You see, I bring a mat of grass,
not many.
and you can consider it, just the right level of torture, just itchy enough to make them uncomfortable, but still, have you ever had that desire to have someone dominate you in public in front of everyone in a park, in nature. Well, I can give you that sensation. I have perfected my art of both comfort and pain.
Oh, okay.
I also work well in water. I excel in the art of rain dancing. Now, water and latex,
Oh,
they,
that's two
sometimes
different
don't
things.
mix, but sometimes they just want that rain. And it can extend a little bit further. I excel in some borderline torture techniques, and if you care, actually, maybe I'll demonstrate them on you, whether you have your permission or not. I am in charge here, after all. And the last tool that I bring is my flaming sword. It's quite a favorite among the female clients, and some of the male clients too. It's it's got the nice burn to it. Everyone wants to be spanked by a flaming demon, right? Right? We got that level of domination going on. So,
Would go well for our Baldur's Gate clientele.
Oh yes, I have definitely run into many of them. I already have a Karlak cosplay ready for that.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not gonna lie, that is a big point in your favor.
Yes. It's why I have the flaming sword to begin with, but yes.
Okay.
Now, before I wrap this up, I demand that you kiss my boots, but be careful. That shiny black leather is expensive.
Right. Okay. Thank you for coming in for the interview. I didn't get your name, by the way.
Oh, you can call me Natalia.
Oh yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Mistress Natalia.
hold
Make
on
sure
just one second.
you address me properly.
Right. Mistress Natalia. My apologies. Okay. Just 1 second. Herr Beatrice, can we come back into the office now?
No, we were talking the hall.
Okay. Would you like to step out into the hall and we'll
Of
discuss...
course.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
We will discuss my hiring, correct?
Okay. Well, this has definitely been an interesting interview. I very much feel completely degraded, which I greatly appreciate from the both of you. So, gosh, this is actually quite a difficult decision that I'm having to make here, because public humiliation and a Karlak costume is absolutely some of the things that we're looking for me. I mean, for our clients. But also, having a sense of self-loathing is very, very important, so that you understand how the other party feels. And well, the red panda thing is a hell of a gimmick. So is the flaming sword, though. I think I'm going to have to go based off of what I know my clientele is going to be interested in, and well, I'm just going to be honest. Ever since it won all those awards at the game shows, the Baldur's Gate client is really grown. So I'm gonna have to go with Mistress Natalia for this.
Excellent.
Oh, I can. Now with that means Alice wins as well.
This was,
Most
and also I just wanna say I have the most confused boner right now.
Wow. My career fields.
Expanded greatly, right?
Yeah, they got some common threads, right? I am a bartender, escort,
Next would have been a
dominatrix
drill
queen.
sergeant, Jesus. There's definitely some crossover between those, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
There's
cross
overlap there.
experience.
Make that work. right. Well, that was fun.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting for that to
Oh,
happen.
yeah, you're right, Reaper. I did have the sextant, didn't I?
You can flip an invisible table afterwards.
What a very classy room we're in.
It is actually.
It looks like we're in
Classy rooms are
like a
disgusting,
Cambridge
alright.
classroom. I don't know.
I didn't choose this. I don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe does it come with Funemployed? This room? It might do. No, whatever. Beautiful, beautiful.
Excellent,
I very much
excellent.
enjoyed that.
That was fun.
All right, well, let's move on to our other game for the day, night, whatever. I'm surprised my power has held out so far. I'm very impressed considering the winds and shit here.
I got an achievement for not flipping the table for an hour.
Oh wow. Gotta keep it bottled in the rage to do that, you know.
Oh, yes.
I was wanting to do it the entire time.
While you were
Also, by the
gone,
way,
I
we
was
all
tempted.
just played this for the first time, by the way. Like, if it's a tutorial, we're fucked.
There wasn't one
wasn't
that
one
I
that I
saw,
could
but
see.
I didn't, like, I
Okay.
just went in to change my settings.
Yeah, same.
I haven't even done that yet. It's a great start by me here.
I wanted to test because, you know, most of the time you start up these games and